So again, float service charge equals total cost times service rate. So total cost times service rate. Service rate is 5.5 divided 100 is 0.055 times total cost and times 0.055 is equals the service charge, and float final bill, the variable, equals total cost plus service rate. So this is the final operation of all the values or all the money. So in the output, C out again. C out means the output of the display screen or the text. So this is the title, sufficient payment checker. So if you run the program, it looks like this. Sufficient payment. That is only pure text. There is no value or a variable. It's only a text. And next, the total cost, service charge, final bill, and the payment. So it will store the so the total cost, C out is storing the total cost in here. So it stores the value so that it will run like this. The total cost is 100 because 100 is in here. That 5.5 because of service charge. 5.5 peso because of the service. So if else condition is the true or false. No, if else. This is an if else statement. The program checks if payment is greater than or equal to final bill. So if payment is greater than or equal the final bill, it will output payment accepted. And if it's no or if it is false, it will output insufficient payment. And end line again and semicolon. Every program puts semicolon in the end of the codes, and return 0 for perfect execution and no error, 0 error, and it will run like this. So the total cost is 100, service charge 5.5, final bill equals 105.5 pesos. The payment is 150 pesos. So it is the payment accepted because the payment is enough for buying all the charges and the bills. So next we answer those few questions. What is the function of if-else statement? If-else statement is used for decision making in a program. It checks whether a condition is true or false and perform different actions depending on the result. So number 2, Why is the condition payment fill bill important? The condition check if the student payment is enough to cover the final bill. So like this. If it is greater than or equal the final bill, so it will output payment accepted because it is enough to the student to buy or to pay the bill. So number 3, what happens if the payment is lower than the final bill? If the payment is lower than the final bill, the conditions becomes false and the else block runs. So if the payment is lower than the final bill, then the conditions become false. It will output insufficient payment. So that's all, and thank you everyone.